What is the history behind colonial architecture in Southeast Asia? Imagine walking through a city and feeling like you've stepped into a different time and place. That's what colonial architecture in Southeast Asia offers. It's a visual story of the region's past. During the 19th and early 20th centuries, Western powers like Britain, France, and the Netherlands took control of parts of Southeast Asia. They built structures to show their power and influence. These buildings combined local styles with European designs, creating a unique look. Before colonization, Southeast Asian architecture was shaped by local cultures and religions. Temples, pagodas, and traditional houses had pitched roofs, raised floors, and intricate carvings. When the Europeans arrived, they introduced new building techniques and styles. For example, the British in Malaysia and Singapore developed the Indo-Saracenic style. This style mixed Indian motifs with European Baroque elements, creating grand and ornate buildings. The British also planned cities with orderly streets and parks, like Kuala Lumpur's 1933 town plan, which aimed to reflected order and civility. In Myanmar, Yangon has many colonial buildings. The Minister's Building and the High Court are prime examples. They feature Victorian and Queen Anne styles with red bricks and classical details. These buildings served administrative and judicial purposes during colonial rule. In Indochina, which includes Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia, the French built grand public buildings, churches, and villas. These structures often combined French classical architecture with local materials and climate considerations. In Indonesia, Dutch colonial architecture left a mark, especially in Jakarta. Dutch urban planning adapted to tropical conditions, with wide streets and buildings designed to stay cool. Many of these structures are still standing today and are now popular sites for travelers on a budget. Walking tours in cities like Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Yangon, and Hanoi let you see these historic buildings up close. They often are near markets and street food stalls, making it easy to combine sightseeing with affordable local eats. Understanding this history helps you appreciate the mix of cultures you see in Southeast Asian cities. Many colonial buildings are now museums, hotels, or government offices, which makes visiting them budget-friendly. Exploring these areas on foot or with a guided tour can give you a richer sense of the region's past without spending a lot. Visiting during off-peak hours can also save money and avoid crowds. Plus, many colonial sites are close to lively markets and street food vendors, so you can enjoy local flavors after your walk. In the end, colonial architecture in Southeast Asia tells a story of cultural exchange and historical change. It's a reminder of how different influences shaped the region's cities. And exploring these buildings can be a fascinating, budget-friendly way to learn about Southeast Asia's complex history.